They fought their way back to run the inside. Another dime for McDonald as well.
How good has Sean McDonald been? This is what we expected from him in Jack Jumpers colours. He's been terrific.
Dell now as time winds down in this first half. Prater puts it on the floor, poke loose. McDonald with the prayer is offline. And he's been in a little bit of everything in that first half, Sean McDonald. A welcome return to Jack Jumper colours for Heed. And after a 17-3 start and a 14-point lead for Brisbane, it is the Bullets who lead by 3 at the half, 46-43. It's been an entertaining half in Hobart.
Sure has. That was Tassie Barcelona in the second quarter, though. They just locked up defensively and started to tick it over on the offensive end.
So 3-point lead to the Bullets. Kelsey Browns with Josh Bannon.
Yeah, Josh, an incredible first term for you guys, 31 points. It looked like the ball was humming through hands on that offensive end. How did it feel out there on that end of the court?
I think we did a pretty good job, particularly early, but as the half went on, our energy died off a fair bit. Really let them get to 43, so that was a big second quarter scoring for them.
Yeah, defensively their impact was pretty big in that second quarter. What will Justin Schuller have to say at the half?
We got to tidy up a few things, communicate a bit better. We're having some miscues, which are leading to shots, which is way too easy for them. So if we can tidy that up, make them finish over the top of us, we'll be in a good spot.
All the best in the second half.
Thank you.
Thoughts of the Brisbane big man with Kelsey Brown at halftime. The Brisbane Bullets 46 to Tassie 43. We'll break it all down on the other side of this.
I've known for a few years Keandre Cook. I tried to recruit him to LMU, didn't do a good job, obviously, because he didn't come.
No, he didn't do a terrible job. He did a good job. I was close to going there. Just think I had like a better opportunity or a better situation at another school. And in France, my team in France was close to signing him as the point guard too. So that's the second time we could have played together. And then now, third time's a charm, I guess.
Known each other for a long time, recruited each other to Brisbane. Here they are connecting in the open court, and Cook hammers it home.
But now that he recruited me, since he signed first, and you know he got me to the Bullets, I felt like he's a better recruiter than me.
I think it was a good situation for him, being like a leader, being a starting point guard. Us playing together was very important too. But maybe just being like that leader, being a good role, showcasing his talent. I know he's going to do good in this league and help us do a lot of good things. And
our paths finally aligned, so now we finally get to team up in that backcourt and, you know, show the world what we're capable of.
Tassie 43 at halftime. Bateman and Cook, they're all kinds of fun when they are up and going for the Brisbane Bullets. John Peterson, Pete Hawley and Leonard Copeland with you. Halftime in Tassie 46-43. It's been entertaining, Pete.
It has, and a tale of two quarters in this game. No, make no mistake about it. Brizzy shot out early. They were unbelievable. They couldn't miss in the first quarter, but again, you knew that Tassie would make a run, and we said it at the time, can Brisbane make the most of this impressive first quarter? They did in the first 10 minutes, then Tassie ramped it up in the second, and that's why we got such a close game.
And a big reason for that's been the play of Milton Doyle. We've called for him to be more aggressive. Specifically, that man over there has been calling for him to be more aggressive, Leonard Copeland, and he has been.
And he has been, you're right. He came out straight away, knocked down a three. That's going to give you plenty of confidence. Because last week, he didn't take those shots. But he took the first three shots of the game, got himself going. And look, Sean McDonald's coming in looking for him. Getting him going, he's knocking down threes, he's playing, he's being a playmaker, he's being himself a role.
I like that he's being aggressive, not just settling for the three. He's had moments where he started 3 for 3 where he could have teed off, but he's putting heat on the rim, living in the mid-range. We have a look at his Blackmore shot chart. That X just below the free throw line, he's making that 9 times out of 10. So the more heat he puts on the rim, the more it's going to open up the outside shot. But there's no reason why at 4 of 10 at halftime, he's right with what Cope says. He shouldn't be putting up at least 22, 24 shots.
And one of those X's right in the middle there is his failed dunk attempt early on when we really thought that Milton was in a mood this evening. On the Brisbane side of things, Josh Bannon, he's always such a fulcrum, such a focal point for what they want to do on the offensive end, and it's been no different tonight, Pete.
One thing about Josh Bannon is you'll see in a lot of these clips is he picks his moments carefully, right? So he had 2 stretches here back-to-back where he just saw Majuk Deng in front of him, and we see the clips right here, and he said, you cannot stop me. He's really poised, he's really composed, but the rest is all just doing his work early. If you are not his direct matchup, and he knows he's got a mismatch, he will use his strong frame to make sure that you can't push off. If his point guard sees him, he's going to get easy layups. They rewarded him, and that's why he's in double figures.
Yeah, some of the reasons that he's going to be in Boomers colours this time next week as well. Hey, first leg of a Friday doubleheader here tonight. Brisbane by 3. Second leg is Perth and South East Melbourne. 6th versus 7th. That play-in spot, as far as the halfway point of the season goes, is on the line tonight. These two teams, this is a tasty matchup, Coach.
I can't wait to see them go at it. You know what I mean? I don't know, is Cotton back? Cotton's not back, is he?
Well, I think they're waiting for the ultra game time decision, but I would be shocked if he played.
Wow. Well, it's going to be a big game anyway.
Absolutely.
I know I'll be at home watching.
Absolutely it is. It's coming up next. Perth and South East Melbourne, as is the second half here. Brisbane by 3 as we get to that.
Oh, actually, I'm so happy that tomorrow will not be.
Halftime in Hobart, Brisbane 46, Tassie 43. An entertaining first half between these two teams. Joel Peterson alongside NBL champions Pete Hawley and Leonard Copeland. Kelsey Brown is courtside. The Bullets have been good, but one of the big stories tonight has been the return of that man, Sean McDonald, who's been such an inclusion for this Tassie team, and he's been putting up some pretty good numbers, and their offense has been humming with him, Pete.
Oh, I don't think it's as much the numbers as it is that second part. They are humming with him in there. He just makes really good decisions. Coach spoke about it in the pre-game. He's looking for Milton Doyle when he's on the floor together. It's more often than not that Jordan Crawford will be sitting down. And also, you got to understand that he can fill it up as well. It's not crazy to be overstating how important he would be all season long. When he was ruled out in Singapore when he got injured, it changed the dynamic, along with Jack McVeigh, of what they were trying to build. He looks fantastic since he's been back.
Absolutely. Rob knew what a big loss it was going to be. He spoke about it as soon as he lost it. He said, look, we're losing this guy. He's got 7 points, 3 for 5 on the field. But more importantly, like you said, he came in, he's got 3 assists straight away. He's a vital part of that offense and that team.
Absolutely, he is. So 3-point Brisbane lead. They led 17-3 earlier in the fixture. They jumped out of the blocks. Tassie have whittled them back. How do we see this going in the second half?
His first 2 or 3 minutes is going to be really telling. That's the Shul as he got his man locked back in. They need to start to pick it up on the offensive end too. Like they did in the first quarter. You know Tassie's energy is going to continue to rise throughout the game as this crowd gets into it. They've got to match it and exceed it if they want to win this game.
I think the coaches have to be smart about this. If a guy's got 2 fouls, I'm trying to go at it straight away. He's down on the box. And Brisbane have taken a lot of threes this game. Sorry, the Jack Devils taking a lot of threes this game, so I'm trying to get that ball inside.
17 of their 37 shots compared to 7 of 38 for the Bullets, which is pretty much on trend with what Bullets have done this season. Norton misses the 3 to start the second half.
This is also not unlike Scott Roth to put out a different lineup to start the third quarter. Did it all last year, won a championship with it.
Oh, Doyle going upstairs again. Milton is in a mood.
Here for breakfast today.
And I called him. I said, Milton, you got to be aggressive, bro.
You called him? No, he don't have your number.
But how good does it look for him to be aggressive? Fans love it. We love it.
He would have done the Jerry Seinfeld when he answers the phone. Who is this?
He has been ultra aggressive. No surprise that Tassie looked really good when he's doing so. But I like it. Just go up with that intent. Make somebody foul you with the rim.
All NBL caliber, of course. Milton Doyle, we know that. 14.5 points so far this season, shooting at 28% from 3. 3 of 6 so far tonight. 1-point ball game. Cook for 3, buries it.
He's got a pretty shot.
full display all year as well. Keandre Cook, 23 last week. 11 shots to get his 23 as well, so hyper efficient. George Crawford, cross-court pass. Deng, no dip three.
It's hard. It's really hard, especially when you took Deng with his normal routine. It's kind of like a lever. Don't see him too often. He's trying to attempt those.
Prather from a long way out. Coming downhill. Sword at the other end for Tassie. Knifes his way inside and scores.
That's a strong move. I don't think he's in trouble. You think?
No, I don't think he's just slowed down really nicely. He's playing with that sense of freedom.
Harrison, nice finish.
Double figures now, Harrison, 11 points, just the 2 rebounds.
Almost the steal for Cook. Last touch by Doyle. He doesn't think so.
Where are you trying to pass the ball from?
Oh, you're spot on, Coach. That's what I'm worried about. Whether you challenge this or not, you got to throw that up.
I'll take a dribble.
That was going to
throw it down
every single time. Scoblov doesn't want to waste the challenge.
Cook straight into a 3-ball. Raises the front of the rim. Crawford at the other end. Stepped on the sideline. An especially pretty start to this second half. Isaac White's pretty pleased with his work on the bench.
He's having fun, isn't he?
He was smiling about that. He and Rocco enjoyed something or other there. Here comes Bateman with the fake and the foul.
3 fouls on Jordan Crawford. Just got the 2 points, 1 of 6. This is what we keep talking about. Just can't fire at the same time.
What do you think that is, Pete?
It's kind of the way the offense is set up, right? Because Jordan Crawford, he's a score-first guard. One-on-one, you know that he can get into his groove. He can put up a lot of points in quick succession. But when Milton Doyle's on the bench, he's allowed to do that with more freedom. If Sean McDonald's running the one, he can find it. Craig Sword ran the one at times.
Bateman gives away cheeseburgers. The code word is cheese.
Kids love it.
Absolutely. Head to your Tassie Hungry Jack score before 6 o'clock tomorrow. Jump on the NBL app. 3 cheeseburgers for Tassie. Might be more rewards yet tonight. Sword from outside. Maybe had one too many cheeseburgers. A little bit too much protein behind that shot. Bannon straight into the chest of Magnay. It's wiped away.
Definitely going to come. He used his body well. Don't drop that shoulder on that one.
Will Magnay read that as well. Have a look at this. This is the perfect angle. Magnay just moving his feet. Takes it through the chest. I'm going to challenge it. I don't mind this challenge from Justin Schuller if he is going to challenge it for the sake of it's an and one if it's not an offensive foul. Wait for confirmation that he is challenging.
Entering timeout nonetheless. 7:06 remaining in the third. 47-51. Bullets are up and we do have a challenge.
I don't mind it.
I think if you see the video, you say, well, maybe I didn't say this because every time this team these teams are playing, it's been a tight game. So it's probably need a timeout later in the game. That looks like a charge to me.
It's a great angle right here. Yeah, good shot here. Look at where the contact takes place too.
Challenge is going to be unsuccessful. Still Brisbane 51-47. Let's check in with Scott Butler. Scott, walk us through that one.
Hi guys, so when you review the play, back out in the elbow, Magnay actually has legal guarding position, so this then allows him to slide laterally and backwards and he retreats. So when the contact actually occurs through the chest of Magnay, the shooter is actually still on the ground inside the defensive semicircle. This negates the defensive semicircle. That's an offensive foul. Call will stand.
Very well explained. That's what we thought. It didn't look good from the initial replay. I understand why you challenge it, because it's a three-point play if it gets overruled and turned into a blocking foul. It's also 3 fouls on Magnay if it goes that way as well.
Down the inside of Scott to explain us that one. King misses the turnarounds. Prater off to Bannon. 4-point game. First of the Friday doubleheader in the Hungry Jacks NBL. The opening game of round 9.
It's going to be worth going back and watching these games with Josh Bannon. He's frustrated with himself. He has shot faked on nearly every single time he's got the ball down low. He just didn't go straight up on that one when he probably should have. He would have had a wide open layup. He's trying to get the defense in the air, trying to get them to bite and then go up and under or finish through contact. Would be nearly every single possession.
Perth and South East Melbourne coming up next. Should be a terrific clash out west. Building for that one after this. Crawford cans a triple. Back to a 1-point game. Just the 5 points for Jordan Crawford this evening. First three-pointer of the night for him. 2 assists, 3 turnovers, 3 fouls. Been a tough evening. Bateman had it, lost it, then got it back. 8 seconds now for Cook. Dumps it into Zakarski. Rocco's going to have to make a move. Chucks a wild one up at the rim and he's fouled.
So Scott Roth put his arms out saying, why? Well, Rocco Zakarski that far away from the basket. Just be really solid.
He's money for Jordan Crawford.
But Brisbane looked like that ball was starting to stick a little bit. That first quarter, they moved that ball around. Everyone tested. They got the wide open shot. Now their pace is slowed down, and they look stagnant.
Bateman gave away free throws on the last trip, and Zakarski would have done if Bateman hadn't already.
Should be a small chip still.
No.
He'll take a small chip.
Ugly as that shot is, it should have been shaken.
Bumps it down in thunderous style and hands Tassie the lead.
Hey. Dump-off pass and Magno just goes straight up. Oh, goodness me. Kneecaps the lid.
High State Bank Arena rises as one for Will Magnay. Cook silences them in one fell swoop.
He's been very consistent the whole year. What a dunk.
The game we've got 54-52. Crawford at the other end. Around the cylinder and out. Bateman sizes up Magnay.
That's trouble.
That is walking.
Look at it on the Amy replay. Little dump-off pass and Magnay straight up and...
Halfway gone in this third term. Magnay inside again, hasn't stripped that time. Cook, Bateman, Adele, Zakarski, Bannon, the 5 for Brisbane. Crawford, Deng, Magnay, Sword, Doyle for Tassie. Bateman got Deng up in the air. Flips it out to Bannon. Shot fake again, all the way inside. It's waved away. And it's hands to head for Josh Bannon.
I thought he should have kicked that one to Cooks coming off the screen, who was wide open when he received it.
Is this an offensive foul for the chicken wing hook? That right there. You see that all the time.
That's what I mean about that ball starting to stick a little bit. You move it around, Cooks just knocked one down, he's open again, get it to him, and get to the basket.
Well, even James Bateman was open. You could have let that thing fly.
54-52. Deng collects his miss. Doyle whips it to McDonald. Magnay outside. Will Magnay. Wow. A dunk last time down. And this this time he steps outside and splashes it.
And this is what gets this crowd going right there. The dunk, the three from the big guy.
See little glimpses of that from Magnay. DeAndre Cook can't hit. Now the question is, where is Will Magnay? Get him the rock. Doyle goes inside, foul on the play.
There's a little hand on the lower back there for Milton Doyle, but just that two-man game. You're right, Will Magnay's starting to play well. That cross-court pass and Sean McDonald. Will Magnay just stepped into that like he's been doing it all his career.
Third three on the season for Will Magnay. 3 of 7
along as fickle
campaign. His other two came in one game earlier in the season. Doyle's got 15.
It's been terrific. He's been really aggressive, which is exactly what Tasmania need.
You can unlock the ultimate fan experience this season with NBL Plus. Scan the QR code to sign up for free via the NBL app. Of course, you can get in-depth stats, exclusive partner offers, and archival footage. NBL Plus, you can go deeper inside the game this season. 3-point lead for Tassie after Doyle knocks him down.
There they go. Third quarter, they're sniffing it. Going on a little bit of a run here for the last 4 minutes.
Third quarter's been their weakness so far this season. Tassie only won 3 of them. They've been outscored by nearly 5 points a game in third quarters. They held New Zealand to just 3 points this time last week. And they're just ratcheting things up again here on Brisbane. 4 on the shot clock for Bateman. Gets to the elbow and connects. James Bateman.
He's solid. Smart player, too. Not forcing anything. Takes what he's given.
Just 3 of 4 tonight. Right, Copes, he hasn't been forcing that shot where maybe others have. Doyle steps into another one. Milton Doyle putting on an exhibition.
Well, I'm not sure what DeAndre Cook's doing. Why are you going underneath that handoff when you know that Milton Doyle's in this aggressive mindset?
20 points for Doyle. Magnay keeps it alive. Throwing himself on the floor. Adele's down in back play. Magnay for 3. Oh, wow. Doyle with the offensive rebound.
Milton Doyle wants a little isolation.
He's been doing it all this evening, Doyle. Magnay inside. That one's taken away. Now at mid-court, Aiken was racing up toward the cup.
Green, 25, on the forearm. Is in front, grab the ball. Milton Doyle has to be very careful there.
Yeah.
He's already got an unsportsmanlike foul. There is no need to even go near that on the break.
And he's playing with fire, Milton Doyle. First one was as clear as day in that first quarter, only a couple of minutes in. Scores 9-3 at that point.
It's lucky he probably didn't get even more contacts. Anytime you leave with that outside arm in a fast break opportunity like that, it looks like a hug. The referees have no choice.
I don't think Milton Doyle's hugging many people tonight, the mood he's in. He has been feisty this evening, the Tassie star. 20 points for him after only 3 last week. Prather's a long way from home. Needs to make something happen. Bannon inside. That won't fall. $17 points to 10 in the quarter. Deng can't add another triple. Down to 2 minutes in this third. Bateman pulls up. He hits.
Big hit, James Bateman. It's been him and Cook who have come up timely in this third quarter. It looks like Tassie are trying to extend the lead, and they've knocked down big shots.
Harrison playing the passing lanes, gets a hand on it.
Look at this from James Bateman. Real no sense of the moment. He just said, you know what? I knocked down my last one. I'm good enough to knock down this one.
As you won their 3 games here so far this season. Sean McDonald from outside. He can't connect. That might be a Tassie ball.
Looked like it was.
Looks like the 2 Brisbane players just mucked it up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
by Tyrell Harrison, whose attempt to say was going back the other way was less than convincing. Trimming Deng, McDonald, Kruzlovic and Sword out there for Tassie. Cook, Bateman, Norton, Harrison and Bannon for Brisbane. Drimmick, 3-ball, got it!
He knew that was down when he let it go. He was on the back. And that's what Xiaomi Mi brings to the table. Finds the open guy. That's that thing.
63-59. Tassie just averaging 77 points per game on the season. So this Brisbane defence is under pressure once more. Bateman spinning, creating, not finishing. Hands rebounding. Cook with 5 on the shot clock. Kruzlovic does well inside. 45 seconds. Sword! Soaring to the cup!
Wow. What a run from Tassie. This is what they do. Came over the defensive stop. What a pass from Sean McDonald. Perfectly timed to Craig Sword, who's been very solid once again. 7 points, but credit the pass.
This is Tassie basketball for you right here.
6th assist for Shawnee Mack. Coming back into this Tassie team.
They played for 14 minutes as well. You expect that after the fever break, they're going to ramp that up. He's going to be a 30-minute-a-night guy for Tasmania.
30, I'm starting. He's playing 40 for me.
Interesting, Clint Steindl hasn't played since the opening 5 minutes of the game either for Tassie. Now down by 6. Tassie's biggest lead of the game.
He was supposed to be a starter. Scott Roth had plans to start him this season. With how well he finished off the back end of last year. And that 4-timed injury changed all that. But don't be surprised if that comes before the end of the year.
10-second difference between shot and game clock. First leg of a Friday night doubleheader. Bullets trying to make a winning start to their weekend.
Why are you pressuring him? 3-point line. What?
Sounds like Scott Roth maybe wanted to talk things over. Just chatting with Justin and with Jordan Borton up at the bench. Tyrell Harrison at the free throw line. And that is flat. Oh, that was a dart. None of which you want the free throw line.
That's better.
So reinforcements. Harrison takes a seat. He's got 12 points tonight.
Right, Scott Roth didn't put in Crawford or Doyle for this last offensive possession, but it needs to be in Sean McDonald's hands to make the decision.
Just 2 rebounds for Harrison. Talked in the pre-game about those stats. He rebounds the ball. Generally, Brisbane are playing good basketball. McDonald off to Drimmick. 3-ball on the way. And down! Anthony Drimmick with another big hit. Game high 8-point lead for Tassie. Nas no good from 3-quarter court. And Anthony Drimmick is fired up. So too are the fans at My State Bank Arena. 3-quarter time. It's Tassie 68 to the Bullets 60.
Ventura was, you know,
for this Tassie team. They look back in their bag. After weeks of offensive struggles, they've won their past 8 when they've scored 90 points. They look on track to do that now. Joel Peterson, Pete Hawley, Leonard Copeland, Kelsey Brown. You were listening to Justin Schuller at three-quarter time.
I was. He said there were way too many double negatives in that quarter. He said to this starting lineup, you need to set the tone and peg this lead back slowly. On the other side of things for the Jack Jumpers, Milton Doyle, he actually scores the most against Brisbane. He's already started with 20 points. Let's see what he finishes with.
Yeah, right on his average in his career, Kels. Spot on. Just over 20 points for Doyle against the Bullets. He's got that so far this evening. He's been terrific. What can Brisbane do here in this final term? It's no good from Krislovich. If they're to get back into it, Pete and Coach, what do the Bullets need to do?
Well, they just need to execute on the offensive end, but they also need to start plugging the holes defensively. Tassie is starting to turn it on. DeAndre Cook went under a Milton Doyle 3-ball. Breakdowns.
And that'll help.
Brandon gets the roll.
They got to move that ball around, continue to pass and find the open guy. And you're right, they got to get the stops on this end. And they think they're going to get a win.
7 of 15 from downtown, the Bullets. Tassie 11 of 29 from that area of the floor. They've taken 13 free throws. Tassie have made 11. Brisbane have made 6. Almost over and back for play. They just got it away in time. Cook surveying. Harrison guarded by Tarangi. Gets it out to Norton, who is fouled.
At the time of the whistle, it's on Jack to shooting, but the foul is actually the first and second dribble.
So you want on the floor?
Okay.
33, block. We're staying on the floor.
Nico Fernandez's deliberation.
See, I love that. They come together and say, look, I know by the time the whistle occurred, it looked like he was shooting, but I have the contact and the foul when the ball was on the floor. You get the right outcome in the end. Didn't think it would take long to get Will Magnay back into this game.
So Magnay with the 2 fouls. Doyle's got 3 for Tassie. Norton, Bannon, Harrison each have 3 for Brisbane.
Looks like it might be a bit of blood.
How long do you leave Crawford on the bench, considering McDonald's playing, Sean's playing fantastic basketball right now?
Well, as I said, that Scott Roth was planning to start him, and he wouldn't have been afraid to roll out at Sean McDonald at the 1, John Crawford at the 2, Doyle at the 3. And then you can also even, depending who you're playing against, you can play Milton Doyle down to the 4, or play Craig Sword at the 4, and Will Magnay at the 5. So don't be surprised they all play together.
Long stretches in that playoff series last year where Sean Mack was the man out there for the Jackies.
That's when Jordan Crawford sat down, but I think you'll find that certain lineups, so you can play Craig Sword at the 4. Majuk Deng has played the majority of the power forward tonight. He has struggled. He's got no points, 4 rebounds. Craig Sword's been very good once again. Play guard a little bigger. He can guard Josh Bannon.
It's a 3-point Tassie lead while the 4 Wipers are out there doing their thing. Joel Peterson alongside NBL champions Leonard Copeland and Pete Hawley. Kelsey Brown is courtside with us this evening. Second game coming up in about half an hour's time between the Perth Wildcats and South East Melbourne Phoenix, 6 versus 7. Tomorrow, Cairns and New Zealand. Saturday, Illawarra and Sydney as we see the player introductions for the Wildcats rolling in. Ty Webster's always got an interesting shirt on. I like his style. And the South East Melbourne Phoenix in enemy territory. Was Angus Glover in great form last week.
He's been in great form the last couple of games. Feeling himself, shooting the ball well, passing the ball well.
Career best 22 last time out. Will got a hand on that.
4 seconds left on the shot clock here. Have to execute if you're Brisbane.
Where do they go, Pete?
We've got enough time to get Keandre Cook's on inbounding his start, but I'm looking for Keandre Cook.
He's got 12 so far. So too is Harrison. Prater has 12 on the bench. Bateman and Bannon, the other 2 in double digits out there for the Brisbane Bullets, each with 10.
Well, he was open too.
Bannon at the free throw line.
They missed him. That was perfectly executed. Keandre Cook had a duck.
Now he can throw it down. Doyle, open for the mid-range 2. Tarangi comes across with the arm on Cook. feeling this one might just turn into a bit of a grind down the stretch between these two teams. Tassie 4-8, 3-0 at MyState Bank Arena. This season, they've won 9 of their past 10 regular season games there. And the Brisbane Bullets, 3-5 on the season. They've got Perth on Sunday. First doubleheader of the year for Brisbane. Bennett stepping back. That is tough from Josh Bennett.
Wow. Woo! House. That didn't have a chance.
He's had a couple of those. He had the bank in the first half.
Back. Ties it up at 68. Have a look at this on the Amy replay from the big fella.
Shot clock winding down. Legs step back. I'll tell you what, look at Nathan Crosswell about that release on that one.
He shot that thing like he meant it to go. Come on, bro.
He's got some moves as Josh Bennett. Such a talented young prospect. McDonald to Doyle. Outside. Deng hasn't been able to buy one. Foul on the play.
This will help. Send a good shooter who struggled tonight to the free throw line to get his eye in at the wrong point of the game.
So 68 apiece between these two teams. Got a terrific finish coming your way. To kick off round 9 of the Hungry Jacks NBL. One of 2 for Deng. Just the 1 point this evening. 17 minutes, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 assist, 2 turnovers.
Both teams sharing the rock. 17 assists for Tasmania, 15 for Brisbane. Brisbane had 6 of those in the first 4 minutes.
There's points of this final term. For Tassie coming through Majuk Deng. Bateman stepping back and hitting.
It's tough. What do you like to see from James Bateman?
He's such a different player than when he started the season. His confidence was down. He couldn't make a shot. As soon as you got him relegated to the bench, he became a superstar.
Why not call it a relegation? Sometimes you just need that different look.
Harrison over Magnay. Will Magnay's left shaking out that left hand. 73-70. 6:45 remaining in this one at the Tangerine timeout. It is the Bullets by 3. Three-point ball game between the Bullets and the Tassie. Friday night hoops, first leg of a double-header. Our Mitsubishi Motors three-point leaders. Chris Golding was scorched earth last week. Rob Edwards will be in action tomorrow night. So will Tyler Harvey, DJ on Sunday, and Matt Hurt is coming up next as you South East Melbourne Phoenix take on the Perth Wildcats out west. Milton Doyle's up to 8th in that tally. Try to add another one, and he does!
He's so good. I don't think he knows how good he is, man.
23-6 on the night, Copes. Jeez, you're good at this.
I said 25-10, didn't I?
You are bloody good at this.
That's That's 2 in a row for you, Cokes. Bold predictions. They're becoming less bold and less prediction-y. Hook at the other end.
Nice is that?
How many cooks have we got in the kitchen?
Wow.
That's what we all expected. This was going to be a battle. We knew this was going to be a good one.
Doyle at one end and Cook at the other. Crawford, ding. Oh, he was over before that.
We got to shoot out. No, that's it. We got to shoot out.
76-76.
Brisbane want to get some stops too, because you know when the game's on the line, Tassie going to come up big defensively.
Bannon underneath. That's tough. Looked like Magnay got a piece of it too.
The outstretched hands of Will Magnay.
Norton and Magnay both hit the floor.
Well, it's going to be a foul on Harrison, I believe.
25. Screen. It's a legal screen. Go this way.
It's cool. Will Magnay. Tell you what, look like he got pushed by Harrison. Absolutely he did. I was caught on Milton Doyle, sorry. Oh, no way. There's not much in that from Milton Doyle. So it's like Milton Doyle was pushed in. Yeah, we might get a challenge here from Scott Roth. Didn't look like there was much at all in that. Looks like it was just Harrison trying to bump the cutter. Trying to stop Magnay from setting the screen. This could be a good challenge from Scott Roth.
So 2-point lead to Brisbane. And the coach's challenge comes at a critical time in this one. Scott Roth takes the Tangerine timeout to talk it over with his team. Let's take a closer look.
Doyle barely even moves. It does hit the leg so slightly, but again, you ignore Mitch Norton, he's collateral damage in all this.
Is there enough to say that it's not a push?
Have a look right here. That's the angle.
There's a little push, Pete.
Well, but the contact also comes from Harrison going in to Magnay. That's not why.
Would Harrison go into Magnay if he didn't get pushed by Doyle?
Absolutely he would. He's trying to stop that screen occurring. The contact from Harrison, he's going to run into Magnay before Milton Doyle touches him.
Successful.
Yeah, it looked it to me.
And it is successful. That'll delight the Tassie fans. So a good review from Scott Roth. Let's check in with Scott Butler. Walk us through that, Scott.
Hey guys, so we need to focus on the screening here initially. You see that Doyle actually gets in place quite early. He allows appropriate time and distance for Harrison to negotiate the screen. Doyle then doesn't move after this. This situation looks worse because Harrison tries to squeeze over the screen to stop Magnay. This makes the play look a bit untidy. Doyle is legal. That call will be overturned.
Good on you, Scott. Thank you. Great to have the insight and the explanation right on cue. Halfway gone in this final term. Tassie come up empty at one end. Can the Bullets start building a lead? Doyle's been everywhere.
I reckon the team that makes at least 10 out of mistakes don't win this game.
No
That's
way.
a long pass. It's a long pass, bro. Take another dribble, get it down to your shooting.
Vintage Milton Doyle performance this evening. That one's last touch by Craig Sword. Crawford, Drimming, Deng, Magnay, Doyle the 5 for Tassie. Cook, Bateman, Norton, Bannon, Harrison the 5 for Brisbane. Cook stepping back. Oh, tough shot from Keontae Cook.
He knows it. He's done it.
So
He knows
he
it.
loves it.
18 on the night, 5 of 10. He's only attempted 3-point field goals.
He is a flamethrower. Is Keontae Cook. And at the other end, 2's good for Crawford. Fascinating contest we've got down the stretch here. Milton Doyle's got 5 threes at one end. Cook's got 5 already. He's taken 6.
Go to work, son.
He can shoot the lights out. Over 40% his last 3 years as a pro. Have a look at that. 6 of 11.
Crawford to Magnay. The highlights are coming left, right, and centre.
What a game. It's the appetizer on your Friday night, if you don't mind.
Bateman goes down. Harrison got it to Bannon. Left hand inside. No good. Magnay tips it off the rim. 4-point game. Tassie ball. Crawford pulls up. Bated breath for all of My State Bank Arena.
You got to go back to Keandre Cook. Whatever action involves him getting a look. I'll tell you what,
by Magnay.
This might be challenged as well. That looked like it was off Keandre Cook's quad.
Magnay went straight for it. Not going to challenge it in the end.
Oh, would have been close.
They get it to Cook. Red numbers on the shot clock. Inside, Harrison, left hand, no good.
We found Harrison pushing the back.
Right, 24. Not even close for Tyrell.
That's his fourth.
I could have found a better shot than that.
Fella's going to check out of the game. Rocco in for some late game minutes here for Brisbane. Craven, Norton, Bateman, Cook out there. Doyle's got 5 threes already. Long 2 there. Magnay tips it out only as far as Zukarski. Brisbane are 2-2 in this building since the Jackies came into the competition. They've been such a tough out here at home. Tassie, Magnay got a hand on that one. Couldn't come up with it. Cook going all the way. Fouled.
Chris has been great. Not forcing anything, taking the right shots. He's been on fire from that three-point line.
And we'll go to the free throw line. And tonight he's 3 of 4. And on the season, he's 35 of 37.
So you can put these two in the bank then, Joel, based on those stats.
Why did you do that?
He already said it.
Absolute setup here, Pete.
He's just knocked down, man.
5 steals for him tonight as well.
He's been solid.
Just solid.
No,
You're a hard man to impress.
Oh, no, he's been solid. Give him a double solid.
Rock solid. 86-80. Tassie have fought their way out of a 17-3 hole in this ball game. What have they got remaining over the last 2 minutes? What's this man got left? He's got plenty. Milton Doyle with an equal career best 6-3.
6 of 9, 26 points. You asked for a coach, and we need an offensive foul. Jordan Crawford just baited Keandre Cook into it. That's Keandre Cook's fourth. It's all happening in Tassie.
You two, you stop. I'm going to call it otherwise. I know.
86-83. Foul off the ball.
Yeah, I don't like it either. Again, you just got to not get baited into it.
We had a shootout. We've got a shootout, Copes. We might have a little bit more than that. Who knows? 2 minutes remaining. Crawford stepping back and hitting. The big-time players are making big-time plays. Crawford, Doyle, Magnay. Cook and Bannon at the other end. Can Bateman get involved? Keandre Cook again. No good.
Playing for the foul there, Keandre Cook. He's just going to keep moving. Get the ball out of this man's hands if you're Brisbane.
Another one for Doyle. Get the yes!
Yes, sir!
Magic Milton conjuring up another epic performance. 29 points, a career best 7-3. He is putting Tassie on his back.
Oh, he's so fun to watch when he gets in this groove. Little right to left, that was always going up. Putting the jack jumpers on his back that he's done so many times. 29 points, 8 of 16, 7 of 10 from deep. Copes, he hasn't taken enough.
10 more shots, bro. Get it up.
A few more rebounds as well.
Not don't worry about the rebounds. Let the big boys rebound. You just keep shooting.
What a performance it's been. You could see it almost from the get-go this evening that he was here and he was ready to roll.
First 3 shots of the game he took. Somebody got in his ear and said, no, you cannot have 3 points and think we're going to be able to win every game. So
for Brisbane, down by 2, minute 30 left. What would that man be saying to his troops at the moment?
Well, just be executing right now. Get a good offensive look. And down the other end, we need to get some stops. But first and foremost, what can they draw up? It's got to be some sort of action that has James Bateman and Keondre Cook in it.
not necessarily a 3, but just a good shot.
Just get them in that action. It's probably some sort of action that has Josh Bannon setting a screen and then away screens with Cook as well.
Wildcats Phoenix coming up next. Lockie Reed and the crew out west. Saw Damien Martin making his moves on the footy field earlier in the week in Freo colours for the first time. Looking very smooth out there was Damo.
Looked like he had absolutely no idea what he was doing.
Hideously unkind you are, Halls. Where do the Bullets go here? Cook crashes into Crawford. Harrison up high. Cook comes curling through. Inside Harrison. Taken away by Crawford. Looks inside for Matinee. Foul on Cook. And that is Keondre's night.
Well, that's going to hurt. Keondre Cook's done. Now the Jack Jumpers crowd's going to let him hear it. And again, the play drawn up was for Keondre Cook right here to make a decision. But unless Tyrell Harrison's going to go one-on-one or have a layup, you can't allow your big fella to be the decision maker this close with the game on the line.
You're right, but he has Drimmick on it. He's 7'1". Just turn and throw the ball at the basket rather than throw it. Rather than turn it over, a bad shot is better than a turnover.
And that defensive possession says a lot about the impact of this man, who closes out on a gunner from three-point land who doesn't want to take the shot.
14 of 17 from the stripe for Tassie. They've been good up until that one.
Three-point game. And now they've got to do it without their main man, Brisbane. So who steps up? Who rises to the opportunity?
Bateman, I think. He's been solid as well.
That's a count.
Gets past Doyle, just couldn't hit.
It's 4,000 Milton Doyle as well. Big 2 shots here for James Bateman.
13 points on the night for James Bateman. 5 of 7. His only trip to the free throw line, he gave away burgers. He is 3 of 8 at the stripe this season. He's now 4 of 9. Deep breath. Steals himself. And he's got the minerals for the moment. 1-point game in Tassie. Jackies have won their past 8 when they've scored at least 90. Doyle for another 3. Milton Doyle is making the night his own.
You know, see, I'm just not, I don't get it. I don't understand how you can play this well one night. The next night, you don't even attempt to shoot the ball.
He's been unbelievable. 32 points, 8 of 11. You knew it was going back to him. They get a 2-for-1 opportunity. Ball in the hands of their superstar. Just put him in the driver's seat, but it's not over yet.
Only Milton Doyle and Josh Adams have made 8 3-pointers in a game in Jack Jumper colours.
If I'm Brisbane, I got to get a quick score here, but I won't let Milton Doyle beat me. I got to get the ball out of his hands.
He's 1 away from a career high 33, Milton Doyle. He has 32 on 53% shooting, and he is 73% from outside. The numbers are outrageous. Now Brisbane have been backed into a corner here. What punches can they throw down the stretch? that same five. Prather, Norton, Harrison, Bannon, Bateman. Crawford, Drimmick, Magnay, Deng, Doyle, the five for Tasman. Perth, South East Melbourne still to come. What an entree this is to the night ahead. Bateman all the way inside. Norton, skip pass, Bannon, Prather. No good.
Couldn't execute it any better. The extra passes. Casey Prather with his feet set. Gonna have to foul if they want to extend this game.
And the foul is on Bateman.
Great play though. Got the shot they wanted. Wide open three in the corner. Just couldn't knock it down.
That's the right idea. Got James Bateman in the ISO. Drew two, drew three in the end, and then that was beautiful ball movement.
Can't ask for much more than that. And the Juk Deng will be at the line. 2 of 3 this evening.
2 shots.
35 of 42 on the season. And My State Bank Arena is silent.
Leaves the door ajar. No timeouts left for Brisbane. They have to push and get something quick.
So quiet you could hear a free throw drop. Mikey from the Juk, and that's exactly what he heard. What have Brisbane got here? Norton fires the 3-ball. Foul by Magnay.
That's just a brain fart.
100% of these.
Green.
Perfect for Brisbane. Stop the clock, and you have the ability to score points.
Gotta let him land. Smart play by Mitch Norton. This is huge in the context of the game.
351 games to Mitch Norton, a 77% free throw shooter. Oh, he wouldn't have seen many that were close and not go down. He's still got 2 to come. And he's got an entire state hoping that he doesn't make them. To make it a 3-point game.
Time for Tasman to make sure they can inbound the ball, but 2 out of 3. Leaves the door open ever so slightly.
That's still a lot of time, Pete. Heaps of time. Go for the steal. Quick foul.
17 seconds remaining. Tassie's highest score of the season already at 93-90, as we see so often. Jack Fleming taking over the timeout for Tassie. Big reason they're in this position has been Milton Doyle. Absolutely remarkable this evening. 9 of 17, 8 of 11 from 3, 6 of 6 from the stripe. He looked on early, and he's been exactly that.
His first 3 from outside. You called it, coach. The first 3 possessions of the game. Not so much the opening 3 ball, because that was an open one, but that dunk attempt, that sent a message. That sent a message to say, you know what? I'm on one tonight, and I'm going to make sure that I'm ultra aggressive. And 9 of 17 for 32, and I know his coach is going to find a negative in this. You know what it is? 17 shots is not enough.
Hey, man. When it's working, you got to go to him. And he's, look, as long as they get this win, he's on the right track. Let's put it that way. He's aggressive. He's leading his team. And this is what they need night in and night out. There's going to be nights when he doesn't make shots. So what? But he's good enough to make more than he misses.
33 is career best. Milton Doyle, he's 1 away from that. Tassie with the ball on offense. And just about close it out here. Norton fouls Crawford. The 4 on Mitch Norton.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Fernandez speeding things up. Jordan Crawford, 9 points tonight. Hasn't been his night, but 7 assists. He and McDonald have had 14 between them. he, you think, would just love these situations. Two go for Crawford. Still a look of concern for Scott Roth. No doubt for Justin Shaw as to where the points come from Brisbane. Bannon all the way down the floor. Kicks it out to Norton. Harrison, they're still looking for something. Almost a giveaway.
Just took too much time off the clock. Josh Bannon's just going to put his head down.
Or get the ball to that point guard and let him get it down the floor.
So now there's some real urgency about this for Brisbane. And My State Bank Arena stands as one. Harrison to Prater. It drops eventually, but it's too little, too late for Brisbane. The Jack Jumpers have won back-to-back games for the first time this season. And there might be life in the reigning champions yet. They get it done over the Bullets, 95-92, erasing an early 14-point deficit behind a magic performance from Milton Doyle.
Credit the Bullets, they came out exceptionally well in the first quarter, but then Milton Doyle and the Jack Jumpers, they locked in. Fun game in the end.
Absolutely it was. Milton Doyle, our footlocker player of the game, no surprise. One away from a career best, the most threes he has ever made in a game. And the Jack Jumpers win at 95-92. We'll have reaction and the analysis on the other side of this. A Friday night thriller to kick things off in round 9 of the Hungry Jacks NBL. Tassie get it done 95-92. They win back-to-back games for the first time all season. Their highest score of the year, they've won their past 9 when they've scored at least 90. Joel Peterson, Leonard Copeland, Pete Hawley to break it down. It was all kinds of fun, and they move above the Bullets on the ladder.
Yeah, it was. I mean, again, credit the Bullets the way they started, but Tassie, they just dug deep on their home floor. It's tough to win it, eh? When Tassie score over 90, they seem to win.
Absolutely, they do. Coming up next, Copes, Perth and southeast Melbourne. Out west, it is going to be a fun game.
What a game it's going to be. I can't wait to get home and watch it.
Absolutely. It's going to be 6 and 7. Both of these two teams jostling for ladder position, Pete.
Looking forward to it. Bryce Cotton is back, so we'll see how the 4-time MVP goes.
Absolutely. Big test for him tonight. So both of those teams looking for a win. Perth and southeast Melbourne is next. Tassie by 3 in Hobart. Thanks for your company.